Hi there and welcome back to my channel. In this video I will show you how to make Facebook cover images in Affinity Designer. This tutorial is meant for beginners, but I believe even if you're not a beginner, you can still get valuable information from this tutorial. Follow along as we turn ourselves into expert designers with no design expertise needed. I'll share pro tips to help you get started. Before we dive in, hit the like button below and share this video with friends who need some design inspiration, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more amazing tutorials. Stick around until the end for a special surprise, a free bonus you wouldn't want to miss. Let's head on to Affinity Designer and start creating amazing Facebook cover images together. Before we start creating, let's just gather some inspiration, some ideas, something that we can drive off of. So you can go into Google and just type in Facebook cover image. So you have one idea over here, Facebook cover photo. You have a few ideas over here, and this is from Photo. Okay, you have another idea that we can use, something like that as well. This is also a template idea, and this one is from Photo, and one over here. But let's go back, let's check Pinterest. Now Pinterest has a lot more templates, more ideas on your cover image, what you would like it to be. You can go with the blobs or paint strokes, and this ones are nice, or just squares and images and text. I want to have these images, the one that we choose, in Affinity Designer while we are designing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get this one, I'm gonna click on the three dots and download this image. And which one? I think these ones are also nice with the brush tools. I'm gonna get this one as well. What else can we do? This one has a little blob, it's more personal. Let's get aesthetic. So this is just color and some text over it, a drawing, like watercolor drawing. So there's a difference if you're doing it for for your personal page, then you can go for more like just a simple image behind and then some text over that, like your favorite quote or a collage, I guess. But if you're doing it for your page and your page is actually meant for like your business or to explain what you do, then we're gonna go more on these types of designs that actually tell and show what your page is all about. Let's head on to Affinity Designer. So here we are in Affinity Designer. I already made some examples over here, but for starters we are going to start how to create a document for creating your Facebook cover image. So you go to File, New, and then it doesn't really matter which one over here you choose, you just go with the first. And the page width is actually 851 pixels, and then the height is 315 pixels. Because we're doing it for web, it's 72 is fine. Make sure that this one is pixels and not inches. Create an artboard, RGB, transparent background. You can click on this or not, it's just a preference, and then click create. And here we have our artboard. Now previously we downloaded some templates over here, some examples that we want to work with. So let me just drag them in, go to the file where you saved it, and just click and drag. But this wasn't the one that I saved, so which one? This one is. So we have this one and also this one. Now let's make this a bit smaller. What they did is they have like almost like a 3D effect, like it's cut out this part of the blob, and then there's image behind it as well. So we're gonna do something similar. For that, you have your tools on your left side over here. We're gonna grab a rectangle tool, go into this corner. If you don't see these lines popping up, you need to go up here to the snapping tool and click on it, and then you'll get your snapping on. We are going to remove the outline and change the inner color. Let's see, pinkish. Okay, pink is good. Now I'm gonna create the inside this blob. We're gonna do it separately over here. So let's start with a circle, and I'm gonna use this rounded rectangle tool, and I'm just gonna round it up, make a few of these. Now you can use shortcuts. V is for the move tool, and if you want to go back to rectangle tool is M. Just need to change the corners. When I'm designing this, I don't like the snapping on because it snaps onto things that I don't particularly want them to. So that is this one. Let me just move this a little bit over here. Okay. Okay, now if we want to make this one whole object, we just select everything and go over here to the plus sign, add, and click add, and this is going to be one object. So if we want to make this and this, let's just change the color so it looks like an actual cutout. Just make this a little bit smaller, or not. Let's go on this side. Sometimes I like the snapping tool, sometimes it just annoys me. Okay, like this. So I'm gonna actually select everything, both, and now I'm gonna subtract. So we have this hole in an empty space behind, and now we can again put images behind. If we go to layer panel, we just drag it behind this layer so the images can go behind this. Now what I want to do as well is to put a little shadow on this side. Let me see if I can do this with layer effects, and outline shadow. It works. I think this could then scale with object and close. So we have the inner shadow. Now there's a lady inside. So if you want to make this for your personal profile, let's just get, if you have your own image, then you put your own image in, but I'm gonna go into stock. If you don't have these tabs over here, you just have to go to View, Studio, and then click on the tab that you need. So stock is over here, you click on it and then you get access to this. So what stock is, it actually connects you to Pixabay or Pixels, and you can actually click to vectors, you have vector images, and then you can just search for the image that you need. Now if you're making this for personal use, then yes, you can use it. If you're going to resell it or something like that, then you cannot use these images here, just so you know. What was I? Oh yeah, woman. Let's see. How big is this one? The images, when you pull them out, they are quite big. See? They are really big. So let me just make it smaller. Okay, but I am missing a top of the hat. Now if I put it behind, I'm missing a few things, so not that image, but I think you get the picture where I'm getting at. So how do you get the images? Just click on it and drag it onto your work area, and then wait a few seconds for it to download. Now let's put this inside. And behind this. Now I want her to be like in the middle, which means this part is a bit over the top, so I'm going to mask it. I'm gonna go over here to mask layer and then click on the mask over here and then go up to raster to pixel persona, and with the help of the paintbrush and black color, we are going to remove these parts. So we have the image. Now we're just gonna go back to the vector persona and we are going to add some more elements over here. Now I already have a few assets here in my assets panel. Just need to figure out which ones I want to add. There are some butterflies. Well, I could go for some butterflies. If you don't have the assets, you can go online to sites like also Pixabay as well. I think they have it. Where is it? Freepik, and then you have Pixabay, Pexels, flat icon to get some icons. I think that's about it. Or free vector art. What is this? Show the site. Oh, Vecteezy. I forgot about that one. So you can go on these sites and download the graphical images and then just drag them in here and work with them. So let me just grab a few images. These ones that I have are actually from Freepik, because I'm a subscriber there. Now if you hold shift while you drag, it's gonna make it bigger and smaller equally. It's not gonna distort the image, because if you click and just drag anywhere, it doesn't keep the proportions. So if you press on shift, it's gonna keep the proportions of the element. Over here are the flip, so we're gonna flip this butterfly on the other side. I'm gonna go also into colors, and I'm gonna change the color of these butterflies. And just make them yellow. Since these are vectorized images, you can also like nest other images inside them, like when you have patterns or something. Or you can go to Fill Tool, Solid and Bitmap, and go to your patterns. Where are mine? I need to find mine. Over here. So you go to your patterns, then find a pattern and just click open, and it's gonna be inside, and then you can make the pattern smaller or bigger. You just click on the handle and drag inward or out, kind of like this. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one as is, and I'm also gonna give it a little bit of a shadow, so it looks like it's floating in air. And this one's gonna get a shadow. You can, oops, you can also copy this style. Where is it? Copy, and then go here and paste FX. So it has a shadow too, so you don't have to go every time in the FX panel and click all those links. You can just transfer the special effects to other elements as well. Now the other thing that I would like is this one to be a little bit of a like an ombre effect, I guess, but I'm gonna change the color. That one, yes, and this one green or blue. Ooh, I like this combination. So something like this. Okay, now we do the text. Let's put a text here. So if you click on this triangle here, you get artistic text tool or frame tool. We're just gonna go with the frame tool and write a name. Now I click back to the move tool, and over here up in this in the tab you can see all the editing tools for your text, but you also have text, character over here, and glyphs also over here. So what we are gonna do first is change the font to something scripted, and we also need to make it bigger. If you want to make it bigger over here, just grab this side here. You can make it smaller or bigger by grabbing this handle over here. So let's go back. More like handwritten look. Let's make this even bigger. And also I think I'm gonna change the color. Yeah, that's more like it. So let me just shift this butterfly somewhere. Now this is for a personal. I'm gonna put this butterfly here as well. This is for personal profile, so it's not for like businesses or entertainers or stuff like that, which I mean it could be, but then you put your name over here and then another text beneath it, like doing like this, but we need to make it smaller first and change the text. Let's see. So if that one is script, let's make this one. Oh no. Let's make this one. How do you know when you have too many fonts on your computer? You don't know which one to choose when you're designing. This is how many fonts I have, because I have no idea which one to go with. Oh, why not? I mean, this one's cool, or this. I do like this one, but I am gonna make it smaller. So for example, something like that. Change the color. What color is that one? This. So if you wanna get like the picker, the eye tool, I actually pressed I on the keyboard, and if I press it again, it goes back to the move tool, because I was using the move tool before this. So let's just settle that over there, and voila, we made a very simple Facebook cover image in Affinity Designer using simple graphics, elements that are in here. You can draw this butterfly by yourself. It's gonna take a little longer. You can just go here to stock images, point butterfly, get an image of a butterfly, and then just outline it with either the pencil tool or the pen tool, and you have a butterfly. But because we are short on time, I already had these elements, and you can add all different elements that you would like to. Now the other option is I'm gonna do the background, and then I do have an assets, which is fog overlays or paper frames, or there are ink stamp texture. These are actually, you can download them for free on when you get your Affinity Designer. So this is a nice thing to have, but it's really big. Let's make it smaller. And it has that grainy texture. Something like this. And now if you click on it and drag it inside, it's gonna be inside of the square is gonna be nested beneath it. Now let's just play with the these things. I kind of like overlay. Okay, so they usually have product pictures over there. Let's look for some products. I do like this image. Let's try this one, which is again big one. And we are going to be using the filter as well because I want to delete some of the background. Let's go for something similar. How about that one? I think it's the same lady actually. And the same bag, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's use these two images. Now if you have your own products and your own designs, then you use your own product images or mock-ups of those, but we are going to be using these as an example. One there and one on this side. What else you can do is actually I'm going to go with the pencil tool and I'm going to create a blob, or basically an element, something like that, and then put those two together. This is why I don't like that. Okay, it's together. Now we are gonna do the nesting thing. So this is the image. We're just gonna drag it under this blob so it falls inside of it. Now we can just adjust it, something like that. And let's draw a similar blob over here, and again grab the image and put it inside the curve that we just made. We also need to make this a little bit bigger so it covers the whole curve. And there you have it. I am gonna also put a shadow on that. Let's move the shadow up like so, scale with the object and then close, and then we're just gonna copy the special effect on this one as well, so like this, and we put some text over here. Now if we use this one, artistic tool, you just click and drag and you get the size of your text. But the thing is, when you write here, it's basically used for just a single or double words, because it doesn't cut the line. So when you keep writing, it just keeps going horizontally. It doesn't go back into the next line. So I don't know my fashion, but this is an example. So see this one, it's not, even if I make it smaller or bigger, because with this one, with this tool, you can make it smaller or bigger and then stretch it and smush it together, but it's not gonna go in another line if you put it together. So let's change the text for the font for this. Nice. It's best if you just choose a few fonts for your brand if you're doing a brand thing, and then stick with those fonts. Otherwise your designs are gonna look funky and funny and not cohesive, and people aren't really gonna pay attention that much. So I'm gonna change the color for this. Well, yeah, that could be. Is this one going to work? I don't know, maybe. So let's put this one here. Let's say we have a special sale. Get another text box, like 50% off. And I'm also gonna put a square behind this. Black, no edge. Now I need to put the rectangle behind that. And this is, I'm going to change that to white. Okay, so let's put this one a little bit down as well, and smaller. So this is like one idea on how you can make your Facebook cover if you're offering items or products for free based on this one. The next step is how to download your design or your artboards. Now if you have just one artboard, then you don't have to worry. You just go to File and then Export. You can choose JPEG or PNG. It doesn't really make a difference. The only difference is that PNG is going to be a bit bigger on the size, and the images are going to be more colorful than JPEG. But because it's for online, you can just use JPEG. So click Export. Make sure that the artboard, you're not choosing the whole document, you're not selecting an area, you're choosing an artboard one. So Export. Now if you have multiple artboards on your screen or in your one document, in order to download one, you just click on it and then go to File, Export, choose your format, and also make sure that the name of the artboard, which is over here, artboard 8, is also selected over here. So you have multiple artboards, but we are using 8. And then Export. And now let's go to Facebook and I'll show you how to upload it. Okay, so here we are in our Facebook page, and how to add the cover. You just go to here where it says Edit Cover Photo, click on it and then Upload Photo. And I'm gonna choose this one, the first one that we created. Now it's going to upload it to our page, and then you just click Save Changes and it's going to appear on your page. And this is how you upload your cover photo. I'm not gonna do that because I already have my own over here, but I just showed you the process. And that's a wrap. Congratulations on creating your awesome Facebook cover image using Affinity Designer. I hope you enjoyed following along with this tutorial and that it sparked your creativity. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to leave a comment and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, share it with your friend and subscribe to my channel for more design tutorials and creative inspiration. Remember, the journey doesn't end here. Explore Affinity Designer's incredible features, experiment with different designs, and continue to level up your graphical design skills. As promised, don't miss out on the free bonus I have for you. It's waiting for you in the description box below. Unfortunately, in order to use it, you will need to have Affinity Designer. Thank you so much for watching and till next time.